From the Detroit Free Press from the year 1992. This bowling has half the pins, all the fun. Quick, name the Great Canadian Game. No, I mean the Great Canadian Game whose players generally have all their teeth. That eliminates hockey, and where nobody goes around slapping the ice with a silly broom. Wappa, wappa, wappa. So much for curling. It's 5-pin bowling. The only contact it provides with frozen water is when the ice cubes in your soda pop clink against your teeth. 5-pin bowling is like 10-pin bowling with a few differences, besides the obvious one. What makes 5-pin great for kids is that it requires a much smaller ball, about the size of a grapefruit, and the weight of, just how much does one of these little suckers weigh, Gwen Fowler? 3 pounds, 8 ounces to 3 pounds, 10 ounces, said Fowler, secretary of the Parkview Bowlers Association, whose members bowl out of Parkview Lanes, one of 2 5-pin bowling centers in Windsor. The other is Palladium Recreation. This mutant form of bowling was devised years ago, Fowler said, by a Torontonian named Tommy Ryan in response to complaints from businessmen that 10-pin bowling was too slow. Hang on a minute, Fowler. We may be Americans, but we weren't so befuddled by your metric speed limits on our visit to Parkview Lanes that we didn't notice you get 3 rolls per frame in 5-pin as opposed to 2 in 10-pin. How is that faster? You don't have to wait for your ball to come back, Fowler said. This is true in theory. 5-pin balls have no finger holes, and you can just grab the next one off the rack. But Fowler, obviously, has never bowled 5-pin with Anna Cohn, age 7, or her friend Katie. They each had a favorite ball they would wait for. Anna's sister Maggie, 10, and her friend Dana weren't so particular. My wife, Laura, and I didn't care which balls we used, although I was sort of partial toward the blue swirly ones. The balls are small, and so are the pins. A ball rolled straight down the middle will knock over the head pin and quite possibly no others. Strikes are rare. At least they were rare for us. Also, they count for 15 points, plus the total of your next 2 rolls. The scoring is tricky, but that didn't spoil our enjoyment. Here's the key. Each pin is worth a number of points. The head pin is worth 5, the pins on either side of it are worth 3 apiece, and the 2 on the ends are worth 2 apiece. If you don't make a strike or a spare, you get a 3rd roll. Knock all the pins down in 3 tries, and your score for that frame is, everybody, 15. A perfect game would be 450. It doesn't happen very often, Fowler said, but it does happen. A gutter ball is a gutter ball on either side of the border. The kids bowled with 2 hands and had a fine time, although the question Anna asked isn't heard as often in 10-pin bowling. Am I in double digits yet? We all scored more than our ages, and Laura wants the world to know that she won the first game.